Have you ever had a threesome? Hey guys, what's up? It's Edsta. I'm here again in Washington Square Park asking people a very tough question today. First of all, it's a struggle because I just came from the ophthalmologist. I had to get my pupils dilated and I look like I'm on acid walking around in the park. And second, today's question is, have you ever had a threesome? Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes.
How was it? What was the setup like?
It was awesome. We was doing it real rough and tough, and I did everything I wanted to do.
It was with two girls?
Absolutely.
Would you ever do it again?
No.
How come?
Because one girl got jealous, and she ran away.
What's your name?
Elias.
Have you ever had a threesome?
No, I haven't. It seems like a lot of work, and I don't think I'd want to have a threesome.
What's your name?
Meadow.
And yours?
Heath.
Really nice names. Have you ever had a threesome?
I'm done. I'm done. That's the best question you could ask the two of us. Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, but no, how was it? How was it? How was it? How was it?
Wait a second, were you two involved in the same threesome?
Yes, we were.
And who was the third, may I ask?
Who was the third? He was a
guy that
someone named
Don't say his name.
He teaches little kids French. That's
Interesting.
It. That's it. Yeah.
Was he very romantic? How was his experience?
No, he's a douche. Yeah.
He's a douche and a half.
Yeah, no, we both actively don't like
It was
him.
the funniest thing though.
Where did it happen?
Happened at someone's house that I don't know. Happened in someone's bed that I don't know. I think it was their parents' bed. Don't know anyone there. Don't remember most beforehand.
What's your name?
My name is George.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Sort of. I'd say 2 half threesomes. Yeah.
What was it like?
Well, one of them I think, mostly blackout drunk, and it was with 2 close friends of mine. And I don't think it was very intimate. I don't think it was an intense, steamy event. And then the second one was 6 in the morning. I think I actually fell asleep pretty shortly into the session. Not the sexiest stories, but
What was the setup of the first one like? And then what about the second
I
one?
think it was in the bathroom of a frat house. Second one was in my bed in my apartment.
Guys, girls?
Girls, both girls.
Have you ever had a threesome?
No.
Would you ever have a threesome?
No.
And why is that?
That's too much dick.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes, sir.
What was it like? What was the setup like?
It was back in LA in high school. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Back in LA in high school, this house party, these Latinas from the other school in Hollywood. And everyone's drunk, everyone's up. These 2 ladies just came up to me and then they just asked me, do you want a threesome? And of course my 17-year-old self would not turn that shit down.
Would you ever have a threesome again?
Not this time, nah. I'm more focused on my shit right now, you feel me?
Have you ever had a threesome?
Never.
Would you ever have a threesome?
Of course.
What would the setup be like? Your ideal setup?
Guess a telly, get the hotel room going. I don't know, I'd be open for anything. I'm not trying to get too descriptive right now.
A guy and a girl, or 2 guys or 2 girls?
Nah, just 2 girls. Yeah, that's what I'm comfortable with.
Have you ever been in a threesome?
Yes, I have. 2 girls and me, and it was sensational.
Would you ever do it again?
Of course.
Have you ever had a threesome?
I have.
And what was it like? What was the setup like?
It was 2 of my girlfriends, and we're just helping a homie out. You know what I mean? It was just a good time. It was nice. And it's with other girls, so we know each other's bodies more.
So wait, it was 2 girls and 1 guy?
No, it was just 2 girls.
Oh, okay, so the homie you mean it was another girl that you're helping her out? Is that what you mean?
Like my besties, and we're just all helping each other out.
I understand what you mean by helping each other, okay?
Yeah. I don't know, we just got a couple drinks. It's not that serious. No jealousy like that, you know what I mean?
Would you ever have another threesome again?
Yes, not with them. I would be down. If I was the focus, though.
Would you ever involve a guy?
Yeah, I would.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah.
And what was it like? How was the setup?
So basically I was in Turkey and I met this girl, and I met one day before another guy, and basically we ended up in his apartment after one reunion, and we were we started making out and stuff, and one thing led to the other, and we just ended up having sex. But I was more a voyeur, I wanted to see more than I was actively participating in it.
Was it a good time?
It was. I was in Turkey. It was an experience. I didn't know them from previous, I had met them for 2 days only, so it was nice.
Was there jealousy involved?
No.
So a good time overall?
Overall, yeah, it was a good time.
Would you ever have another threesome?
Of course.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes, when I was 18, with my first girlfriend and her best friend in the back seat of my Chevy.
And how was it?
It was good, absolutely. They were friends, they'd probably already got down a little bit, but I was bold. Let's get to it.
Would you ever have a threesome again?
Absolutely.
And you want to give a shout out to those girls?
Well, one is dead.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. People go. That's why we have to treasure each other. The other one is politically not someone I would probably talk to if you catch my drift. But hey, Lynn, if you're out there, you know, if you're in New York.
So what's your name?
Jazz.
Nice to meet you, Jazz. And have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah. Well, foursome.
Really? Can you talk about it? What was the experience like?
It was with 3 other girls, and we basically was in a room together. It was like we skipped school. It was sophomore year, and 2 of the other girls were dating one of the girls I was like talking to, but then we all decided to come together, skip school, go to one of the girls' house, and all do something together, basically.
Nice. So may I ask, would you ever have a threesome with guys involved?
No. They're too full of themselves.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah.
What was it like?
I've had a couple. One time, this girl came over and then my boyfriend just her in the bathroom. Well, I cried. But other ones have been cool.
What were the setups like?
Have I had a threesome with 2 guys? I've never had a threesome with just 2 girls, though.
And would you ever do it again?
Yeah, with like a nerdy boyfriend that never had a threesome before.
Have you ever had a threesome?
No. Disappointing, I know.
Would you ever have a threesome?
Yeah. The right person comes around, you know, it's life.
What would the perfect setup be like for you?
I don't know. You ever watch Lucifer?
No, but I know what show you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Something like that. Like some just freaky nonsense. Like 2 women, though.
Have you ever had a threesome?
No.
Would you ever have a threesome?
Depends. I don't know.
No, but I have been offered.
You turned it down?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Nah, never. Not yet.
Would you ever have a threesome?
Maybe, I don't know. It just, the threesome isn't really like what I go for. But if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, nah.
What would be your ideal setup?
I guess me and 2 women, of course.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Foursome, yeah.
What was it like?
Well, it was me, a guy, and then a couple. And one of the couple guys got jealous because the other one was getting more attention. So then they asked us to leave halfway through.
Really?
Yep.
And how'd you feel about that when you had to leave?
I was bummed that then me and the other guy finished each other.
Okay, so it was a pretty happy ending, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, would you ever do it again?
Yeah, definitely.
And what would be your perfect setup?
A couple, yeah. I don't know, I feel like they have a better understanding of what their intimacy is, so I could slip into that instead of having to understand 2 other people's intimacy levels.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes.
Multiple or just one?
Multiple. It's not for me. It's not.
Why not?
It's not the tea. Everybody like built it up so much, and I'm like, nobody's getting what they really want. You know, like you're always thinking about somebody else and not really like including them. Unless you're all like 2 in a relationship and then somebody that's like there for and giggles, and you're the person that's there for and giggles, that should be fun because then everybody wants you. But if you're just like in a situation where it's just like nobody knows what they're doing, it's just kind of like, no. It was Germany. It was a summer. It was hot and sweaty. But yeah, it was just very like, meh.
So would you ever do it again?
It depends on my options for sure.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Today's question was tough. I really want to know what you guys thought of it, and let me know which one was your favorite answer. And if you have any crazy question ideas for the future, leave them in the comment section below and I'll choose the best one. I'm Edsta. Have a beautiful day.